Hello everyone, and welcome back to our communication skills class. I'm glad to have you here for the lesson 2. In our previous lesson, we introduced communication. We also discussed its purpose, the purpose for communication. And today, we want to build on that by exploring, that is to communication skills lesson 2. So I would really love or encourage you to stay tuned, take notes, and keep improving your communication abilities for academic and professional success. I'll be your facilitator, that is Muthamia. So our learning outcome today, we want to identify the top 10 communication skills that we are supposed to practice as we communicate. And you should ask yourself, what is communication skill? So communication skill refers to the ability to express yourself clearly. You are able to, as you communicate, you are clearly you and listen to others. So you communicate, you express yourself, and then also you are able to listen to others who are communicating to you actively, whether in speech, in writing, or other forms of interaction. So that is what is communication skills. Now, we have the top 10 communication skills that we should possess, and one is listening. So, a good listener, it is one of the best ways to be a good communicator. You would not be happy if you are communicating to someone and they are not listening to you, they are not caring about what you are saying. So you need to possess or you need to take time to listen to other people when they are communicating. Also, not only you should also practice that is active listening, and it involves paying close attention to what other person is saying. You're asking clarifying questions and rephrasing what the person says to ensure understanding. That is another, those are some of the characteristics of active listening. We have, for example, so what you are saying is through active listening, you can better understand that the other person is trying to say, and you can respond appropriately. Then we have the second characteristic or the second key of communication skill, which is nonverbal communication. And in nonverbal communication, this includes, it is our body language, the eye contact, the hand gestures, and tone all color the message you are trying to convey. A relaxed open stance, that is arms open, for example, legs relaxed, and a friendly tone will make you appear approachable and will encourage others to speak openly with you. So you need to mind that is your body language when you're communicating. Another example, it is the eye contact is also important. You want to look the person in the eye to demonstrate that you are focused on the person and the conversation. Um, um, However, to be sure not to stare to the person, which can also make him or her comfortable. So you need to control these gestures and all that. Always pay attention to other people's non-verbal signals while you are talking, because These signals convey how a person is feeling when you are communicating. For example, if the person is not looking you in the eye when they are communicating, it means he or she might be uncomfortable or hiding some truth. So we need to pay attention, or we need to process these good non-verbal communication. The other key or top 10 characteristics of good communication skill, it is clarity and concision. You should be clear and concise to what message that you are conveying. Let your message have fewer words, and say what you need to say clearly and directly. Whether you are speaking to someone on phone or you are communicating through written communication, that is, if it is via email, you need to be clear and concise. If you ramble on what you are communicating, your listeners will either tune you out or they will be unsure of what exactly you want to communicate. So think about what you want to say before you say it. This will help you to avoid talking excessively and also confusing your audience. Then we have another communication skill that we should possess, that is friendliness. And how do we show friendliness when we are communicating? So use a friendly tone, a personal question, or simply a smile will encourage those you are communicating to engage in an open and honest communication with you. Like for example, it is important to both face-to-face and written communication when you can personalize your email to coworkers or employees. Like let me give an example. Like I hope you all had a good weekend. Maybe you are a head of department, you are a head of manager, and you want to communicate something to your juniors. So you can start your message like this: that I hope you all had a good weekend. That's a friendly. It means you care about them. By greeting them and knowing how they are faring well, and all that. So when you use these friendliness language, it shows your recipient, they will feel more appreciated. They feel they are appreciated, they are cared for. So that's another communication skill. Then we have also another good communication skill. It is confident. When you are or when you are communicating or when you are interacting with others, you should be confident. So that because when you are confident with what you are communicating, those who are listening to you, they will believe in you and they will follow through what you are saying. But if we exclude confident, it can be simple. People not have confidence with what you are communicating. So confident can be as simple as making eye contact, or using a firm but friendly tone. Avoid making statements sound like question, of course. Be careful not to sound arrogant or aggressive. Be sure you are always listening to and emphasizing with the other person. So that's another good communication skill. Then we have empathy. Even when you disagree with an employer, a co-worker, or employee, it is important for you to understand and respect their point of view. Like for example, when you are communicating in a language that will show an empathy, it is like using phrases as simple as, for example, I understand where you are coming from. Demonstrate that you have been listening to the person and respect their opinion. So that's another communication skill. Then another good communication skill, you should be open-minded. A good communicator should enter any conversation with a flexible, open mind. Be open to listen to what others are saying and understanding the other person's point of view rather than simply getting your message across. So, as someone who is not open minded, it's all about them. They are not ready to be corrected, they are not ready to get opinions from others. By being willing to enter into a dialogue, even with people with whom you disagree, you will be able to have more honest and a productive conversation. So let us be open-minded as we are communicating. Then, when you are communicating, always ensure you have respect in your communication. People will be more open to communicating with you if you convey respect for them and their ideas. And it is simply means like this, you require simple actions like using the person's name, making eye contact and actively listening when a person speaks will make the person feel appreciated, even if it is on the phone. When you're communicating on the phone, avoid distractions, stay focused on the communication. Also, convey respect through email by taking the time to edit your message. If you send a slowly written, a confusing email, the recipient will think you do not respect her or him enough to think through the communication with her. So when we are communicating, let us show respect in our communication. Um, the other communication skill it is feedback, and being able to appropriately give and receive feedback is an important communication skill. And managers and supervisors should continuously looking for ways to provide employees with a constructive feedback, be it through email, phone calls, or a weekly status update. Giving feedbacks involves giving praise as well, as something as simple as saying good job to an employee can greatly increase motivation. Similarly, you should be able to accept and even encourage feedback from others and listen to the feedback you are given. Ask clarifying questions if you are unsure of the issue and make efforts to implement the feedback. So that's another communication skill. And we have the last one, but not the least, that is picking the right medium when you are communicating. And an important communication skill is simply know what form of communication you want to use. For example, some serious conversation, that is layoffs, changes in salary, etc. You don't need to use a phone on that. That requires one-on-one form of communication. Uh, you should also think about the person with whom you wish to speak. If they are busy person, such as your boss, or perhaps you might want to convey your message through email, people will appreciate your thoughts and means of communications that you choose, and they will be more likely to respond positively to you. So those are the 10 top 10 communication skills that we should practice when we are communicating. So here we have assignments that I'm going to give you. The most successful organizations understand that if they are to survive in today's business world, good communication at all levels is necessary. So I would like you to highlight 10 benefits of effective communication so that we shall look onto them when we meet the next lesson. So that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me your time and giving me your care. See you next lesson. Bye bye.